Leo, it's me, Mary, with Seer in my crazy shirt. Happy New Year. I hope you're doing well. This is your January 1st through January 7th tarot reading. So, how's everything kicking off for you? I just want to let you know if you would like to do a reading or feel inspired to donate. All the links for Venmo, PayPal, and my website for the readings are in the description box. Appreciate those who booked readings and those who have donated. You guys are amazing. Okay, Leo. We're going to pull, this is the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. So, this is Spark, reverse. Okay, so this is about actually somebody putting out your spark, you know, kind of. I want to read it because it's kind of poignant. Sometimes your fire gets doused by others who don't want to tell you, who don't want you to be all you can be. In that case, you need to move away from the water, lest things get too damp. The spark card in reverse position may also indicate that you're allowing yourself to be so consumed by a thought, feeling, or situation that you're in danger of becoming completely burned out. Compulsion and impulsiveness must be tempered now. Rest by a warm fire, let things die down a bit. Then you'll see if the true spark will still be there. If not, you can always light another fire at another time. Okay, wow. You know what's really interesting is the last time I got that, it sounded so different. And it's weird how that happens sometimes. I think we're going to have this little deck. It's called Everyday Tarot. It's really cool. It's like just 3 colors. 3 colors? Yeah. And it is by, I can't even find who it's by, but anyway. By the Running Press. That's all I got here. Okay, so we're just going to get started then. Just ask God, your guides, angels, ancestors, your higher self, and the Creator to give us, and maybe my higher self, to give us the information that you need for this week. Okay. So we have Death reversed. And then we have 9 of Swords. Let's see. That's better, huh? I actually got the lighting decent. Because when it's dark or light, it looks so different. Temperance. They look good on camera because they're bold lines and stuff. Page of Cups. The Sun reversed. Ace of Pentacles. That's a nice ending. Okay. So we were talking about the spark, right? And that's what I got also. And like before I shuffled, I was like, what's the best message I can give Leo? And there was something about containment. Containment is like containment of what's getting out of control. And that's what they said, the obsessiveness or impulsiveness. That's what I got is the main thing. But putting out the spark also is kind of the other side of it. Like having too much fire or not having enough fire. You know, allowing somebody to squish that. So Death card reversed, this is about needing to maybe complete a cycle but it not being done. So, for example, if you knew you needed to quit smoking, it's just an example, and you're sick, and you really need to stop that part, or you need to quit doing something where it would create a change, and it's being put off. That would be an example of Death reversed to me as a reader. The other thing would be a situation where maybe you thought you conquered something, like you had quit something, but it's still there and it's going to reoccur. That's also like you think you've changed, but you find out you really haven't. So you haven't really transformed. You haven't gone through the whole death and rebirth process yet. Okay. So it kind of feels like you're in the middle of the process, but not complete. Or maybe putting it off. Okay, the Fool. Well, the Fool says it's time just to jump and go. Just to do it. You know it needs to be done. It's being put off. It's time. Well, that would be the advice. If you're asking, when should I do this? It would be probably this week. Give or take. No. It's all, if it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, take what you need and leave the rest, So, Page of Wands reverse. And this is talking about, this is kind of the same thing. It's a spark of life. So, because this is fire, but it's a page. So, reverse, it could be not getting good news about something that maybe, it's like, caused great disappointment. Maybe not feeling like you could do this thing. To change. But the next card is the Ace of Cups. And this is really beautiful because this is saying you have everything you need. You have the love. So the Ace of Cups is a love from the divine. Therefore, if you can embrace self-love and truly do what's best for yourself. Really good for yourself. That doesn't mean, so obsessions and stuff like that aren't really good for us if we're having to obsess over something. Because that's not really a place in being with ease, you know what I mean? So, Ace of Cups says, with self-love and patience with yourself, then you can accomplish this. It's just making sure to be kind to yourself and not avoid yourself. Okay? So when we have obsessions, addictions, we don't believe in ourselves. It's like just trying to avoid even being here by doing this over there. Okay, I don't know who that's for, but anyway. So we're going to talk about the Nine of Swords now. So this is something that's going on that's causing a lot of thinking, bad dreams, not being able to sleep. It's like a haunting or like a stress that has somebody completely enveloped in this energy, okay? It's and it could be an illness too. It could be an illness. And then I have Ten of Wands. Well, whatever it is, it's a great burden that needs to be released. So some of these burdens may need to be given back to who they belong to. Delegated. Time to delegate. If they're not yours, put them down. If they are, deal with what you need to. If you want relief, Because it is an end of the cycle. And it does kind of feel like it's affecting your health a little bit. Four of Pentacles says, I get different things from this. I'm just trying to see specifically what's coming through. You're not protecting yourself. I don't know what that means, but you're not. You're not protecting yourself. You're not doing what's right for yourself. Therefore not protecting it. You're exposing yourself somehow. Eight of Cups reversed is, I don't know. Going back to somebody, let's see. Eight of Cups reversed is going back to something that didn't serve you before. So remember I was saying, like death reversed, you feel like you conquered something, but then you realize you're going right back to it. So if you, I'll use a smoking analogy again. So you quit smoking, but every time you go to the bar and you have a drink, you're there smoking again, and then boom, there you go. You get going again. It's real simple. It's one that a lot of people do, actually, pretty common. So there's still something that's triggering you to do this behavior or thinking or obsession, and you're not being in a place of protection. So it's kind of like you're setting yourself up for failure because you're not taking the steps to build in to, okay, so if you were triggered in this way, here's the smoking thing again, then maybe you shouldn't go to the bar until you have that part conquered. Maybe you should have your drink at home, and then until you get used to not having a cigarette with your drink. Does that make sense? Finding a different way to stop that automatic behavior, or not putting yourself in the place that would have that happen. So, like, don't go around people that are smoking for a while until you feel strong enough to know that you have that conquered. But it is something that you're kind of maybe not being honest with yourself about. Okay, so the next card is Temperance, and this is about healing. This is about it's about like healthy body, mind, and spirit. It's, you actually really, there's an angel. It's because this is an angel blending, I think it's fire and water, the right mixture. And if you need this guidance, it's here. Ask for the help. Especially if you find yourself, I don't know why I'm getting this, kind of in a place of sorrow because you did it again, what you said you weren't going to do. And here you are again. And this is afterwards, okay? And you're on the floor and you're going, when am I going to learn? When? Ask for help. They're just waiting for you to ask for help. Are you ready? Have you had enough? Are you ready? Ask for help. Imagine a life being free of that. Knowing that wherever you went, that wasn't involved. That didn't have to occupy your time. How much energy would that free up for you to be anything you wanted, Leo? Anything was imaginable. Because you would be worthy of it. Because you wouldn't feel guilty about whatever that is. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. I know, you keep going backwards. You build this, you slowly, and then you go backwards. And then you go backwards. Because you're not protecting your own foundation. You're not protecting yourself. Eight of Pentacles, and this is beautiful. I love this. This is, it's time to master your life. Pentacles, it's not, see, one might think it's about passion. If it's in certain areas that maybe it's sex or, desire or lust. And one might think, oh, that's just passion. But it's not really. It's something else. It's something that's taking you from yourself and from your future. And it could be taking you actually from your, the path you're supposed to be on. But that's just my opinion. Eight of Pentacles is, I need to master my life. This is, you can master this. You can master your life by daily building in ways to, okay, if you really want the change, and you're going to be honest with yourself, and you're asking for guidance, and one of the things would be, I'm not going to go to that bar where I'm going to feel like I want to smoke until I know I have that mastered. And so every day won't involve going to that bar. Every day we'll go, wow, it really feels good to when I go for a walk and I breathe easier. You go look at the benefits to having this new life, or to have this new way, because you're actually creating a space for so much more, for good things to come in. Things that you don't have to feel guilty about anymore. I know they're really pushing this one to keep going on that, because it might just be for one or two people in particular. See the inconsistency, the wishy-washy, on and off, on and off, on and off, kind of emotions that comes with the obsessions and overindulgence and stuff like that, that puts you in a place of lack, because you feel like you got to go get whatever that is. See, part of the whole obsession is wanting it. It's not just getting it. It's a whole cycle, and it keeps you in a negative spin on the wheel of fortune. Yep, it does. Okay, so let's talk about the Page of Cups. Let's talk about offers. This is offers of love, and we have the Ace of Cups, where it's about the self-love, and it's about trying again in a relationship, maybe that this might have affected a relationship, right? Or any emotional feelings you have with anybody in particular. So the Page of Cups, it's like an offer of love. It could be an apology. It could be maybe holding your own cup of love and saying, this is precious. I shouldn't just give this to anybody. Maybe I need to make sure who I offer this to. Maybe I need to make sure that they can hold my heart, or hold whatever it is in this cup. And you might want to consider, if you don't feel like this part of you is precious, why aren't you? Okay, so the next card is King of Cups. And this is, King of Cups is I haven't talked a lot about the signs. I really haven't had a lot otherwise, but I could have, but it didn't feel like they were coming into play. But King of Cups can be a water sign. It doesn't have to be Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. But this doesn't really feel like it's a person. It feels like it's embodying the energy of masculine energy that holds back emotions until they know what they're looking at. Okay, because once this person gets involved, they give, it's like all or nothing, because it's pure love in their heart. So they hold back, they seem detached, but it's just because they're really analyzing the situation. It's a place of holding back and then moving forward when you feel it's time, when somebody feels it's time. I'm not saying it's necessarily you, but it is masculine energy. You can see how that applies. And also, the King of Cups waits for things to come to him. I don't know what that means to you, but maybe it's about the right offers to come to him. Maybe it better be the right offer to get him up off of that throne, because he's got a tail. What's up with that? I kind of think that's cool though. Okay, so next card is Five of Swords. So battles that have been fought, and so Swords is about words, argument. It could be arguments, words, thoughts. Information. What else am I missing? Truth also. Okay, so could be arguments, or maybe going, worrying, battling with yourself. Your inner turmoil is causing your outer turmoil. And it's a lot about ego, Leo. I got to tell you, when this is reversed, it's a battle fought by ego. So it's like ego versus what? Leo? Everything serves a purpose, too much of ego, well, we can't let our heart run everything. It's like the King of Cups, because if people knew how loving he was, people would run over him. So we can't let ego run everything, because ego would run over everything. So just a thought, if maybe some of the issues that you're having is because your ego's been running amok in your life, somebody's life. Okay. Page of Swords reversed is about, either not communicating the truth or not being in the truth. Not finding out what the truth is. Kind of feels like in your life. Okay, what your truth is, maybe? Okay, let's look at the sun. The sun reversed is about, it's about things being in the shadow. It's still here, so it can be turned around. Things can be turned around real easy. When the sun is in the upright, there's no secrets. This is success, it's abundance, it's happiness. It's the happiest card in the deck. See? Yeah. It's the golden child. It's the sun. Kind of like Leo is the sun, right? Okay. But there's shadows here. Let's talk about the shadows. Nine of Cups. It's keeping you from what you want. Yeah. It's this is a wish card. The wishes aren't coming true. They're not. Saying, you're telling me, lady. Oh, King of Swords. Keeping you in a negative place. King of Swords is somebody that is aggressive. Emotionally, emotionally aggressive. But knowledgeable. Okay, so knowledgeable, okay, it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, masculine energy, but I think it's Libra as a swords, a king. Well, one day, I know some of them, but not all of them, because there's so much information to learn. I've been doing this a long time. But I just started incorporating out astrology and stuff, though. But, so, King of Swords reverse is somebody knowledgeable. Could be a judge, could be a lawyer, could be somebody in a place of power or authority. This person uses the power or money to manipulate other people. And it's not, manipulate doesn't mean it's in a good way. It's not helping, it's manipulating. And it's abuse. Okay. I don't know who that's for, but I don't know who that is in your life, but there it is. Nine of Swords, and, well, this is the truth. Coming in swiftly. I don't know. It's kind of like somebody's being served the truth. And in this particular card, and it's also an air sign, this particular card, it's not a knight, a man that's a knight. It's a female. I don't know if that's, but it doesn't have to be. But maybe somebody came out of, I want to say left field, but it's right field. Somebody came out of right field and served you something that you did not expect. Maybe that was a glimpse about where you really are in your life. But, you see, that is a great gift. Ace of Pentacles. Because it's an opportunity to live in a different way. It's an opportunity, this truth, this thing, this realization here, an opportunity to change it. To look at the pentacle that's being offered to you. That's a new way. It's an opportunity. It's tangible. It can be changed. It can be a new life. It can be a new relationship. It can be a new, but it's a new job. A new place to live. But it feels like it's a new offer. Maybe a new contract with yourself. Let me ask you, if this is about an obsession that you've had for a while, do you want to have it in the next 10 years? I mean, consideration might be needed. Is this something you're serious about? To see what is taken from you. How many relationships, how much money, how much self-respect, how much self-esteem, how much control, okay? Here's the Seven of Swords. This is about deception. Might be a good time to be honest with yourself. Because in the end, when we deceive, it's ourselves we're deceiving most. It's ourselves that we hurt. Because we're the ones that's here. Other people can escape, they can get away. But we can't escape ourselves, right? We've all had this realization for one thing or another. Ten of Swords reversed. it's about leaving behind the pain. Leaving behind the pain. We were somewhere long enough to get all of these swords in our back. And when are we going to leave behind the pain? Even if it's not physically, not physically, because we wouldn't be here if it's physically. Even if it's not here, it's still that echo and having trouble leaving it behind, or this card wouldn't even be here at all. Okay. The last card here is about the Lovers. I don't know what happened. Deception. We have the Lover's card. This is a choice in love. Is it holding you back from something? What's it holding you back from? This is a secret that people can't know. At minimum, it's holding you back from the truth, from being open, from being transparent. Oh, that's that Sun card, transparency. And from truly finding the love you want, or keeping it. Okay. 26 minutes and my toe is asleep. That is weird, right? Just my toe. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, so we're going to do Art Through the Eye of the Soul Oracle for some guidance. We're still in that eclipse energy. It's a good time to leave something behind. Ask for help if it's something you really want to change, If not, it's always good to look at what's going on in your life, Of course, this won't resonate with everyone, so. Okay. Become the master you seek. There you go. And here, see, mastering your own life. Okay? Part of the spark. Manage the spark. Manage the passion. Love you, Leo. Have a good week. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.